Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Up-N-Runnin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell right next to it for your notifications, and click the like button. On today's episode, we're going to start a new project. It's a 1965 Ford Galaxie 500. It's a two-door hardtop car, and hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Alright, we picked up this Ford. Let's get it loaded up. Sorry for all the wind and noise, guys, but I stopped about 10 miles down the road from picking the car up, and what I did is I went back and I double-checked all my tie-downs. Inevitably, in the first, 10, 20 miles, they do loosen up a little bit, so I always stop and check them, and that way I don't regret it, so be sure to do that. Here's the inside of the Buckies. These things are huge. They got everything. This is a 1965 Ford Galaxie 500. It's got a 352 in it. This is actually a really solid car. It's the body on it is in really nice shape. Needs some mechanical work, so we'll definitely be taking a look at that and seeing if we can't get it to run and drive a little better than it currently does. So something to look forward to. I don't know if you can see it, it's got a nice spider web going there. Alright, so I went to start up the Galaxie this morning and it fired right up and it ran for a little bit and then it died. If you look at the filter, it appears to be out of gas. So I think what may be happening is the car's sitting at a little bit of an angle. It may just be out of gas. So I went ahead and poured 5 gallons into the tank. I'm going to pour a little bit in the carburetor and see if it'll start back up. Basically, I don't think there's enough fuel coming out of the fuel pump. I think we need to get a new fuel pump. Alright, I've got the Galaxie up in the air, so we're going to take a look at the underside of it. You'll see this car is really pretty solid. If you look at the bottoms of the quarters, everything looks fantastic. Trunk floor. Bottoms of the rear quarters on the right side look really nice. This is the driver's side floor. We'll move over to the passenger side floor. Now there is one soft spot here, you can see right here. So this floor pan would need to be replaced. It's just the very bottom of it though. The rest of it's really nice. This thing's got old school glass pack mufflers on it. Now something I did notice when I was looking at the car is that it didn't shift quite right, and I had a feeling I knew what it was, and hopefully I'm right. Regardless, this is an issue. What this is the vacuum is unplugged on the transmission. I'll see if I can get that plugged in a little better, but that will definitely help the shifts. All right, another thing that's going on under here, we definitely have some kind of a leak in the power steering. I'm sure one of the lines is bad, so we'll have to take a look at that and get that figured out as well. We'll need to get the oil changed. Like I say, I think it's going to need a fuel pump. But otherwise, everything else under here looks decent, and hopefully it'll end up being a decent car. Alright, I took a look at the door tag on this car, and just curious what engine was supposed to be in it. And if you can see, it says 5A as in Adam, 66, X as in X-ray. The X is the engine code, and according to what I looked up online, this should be a 352 4-barrel. So as you can see, at some point somebody converted it to a 2-barrel, so not a big deal, but it doesn't have the right intake and carb on it. The other thing I noticed is that the vacuum advance on the carburetor wasn't hooked up to anything. I stuck it on a vacuum port on the intake. I'm not 100% sure that's where it's supposed to go. I have to do a little research on that and figure that out, but I will definitely do it. I only see one other port on the carburetor, and I'm not 100% sure that's going to work. So I'm going to do a little more research on that and figure that out. Alright, I'm going to try to start this one more time and take a look and see if we're getting fuel sucked out of the tank, and if we're not, we're going to figure out what's going on there. And now it doesn't want to start. I think we just got our answer there, because if I look at the fuel filter again, it's basically dry. Every once in a while I would see a spurt of gas into it, but basically nothing's coming out. So we'll check that out. I want to make sure that all the lines are clear and that there's no other issues. The other thing I did is when I plugged up that transmission leak that I showed you a little bit ago, that clogged a big vacuum leak as well, so that helped it run a lot better too. Alright, I pulled the fuel line off, and a little bit of gas came out of it. It's good gas, so I think we're in good shape there. I'm going to pressurize the fuel tank and see if we can get some fresh gas to blow through there. Alright, I disconnected the fuel line right at the tank, so I'm going to go ahead and blow in there and see if I get anything out. We'll just keep checking it up the line. Alright, we got fuel out of there. I'm going to hook that line back up and we'll check it up front. All right, right here's the line, so keep an eye on it, and we'll see if anything comes out there. Alright, I didn't get anything, so just gonna verify I'm on the right thing. Well, that's not right. We're gonna have to put it down and check on that. Alright, this is fuel line here. I'm going to blow from the front to the back. I prefer not to do that, to blow all the fuel out of it, but I'm just going to listen and see if we get anything. I do believe I heard it in the back. I'm going to try to blow forward now. Try it to the back one more time. Some out, so I don't think that's the issue. Alright, I started the car off of this and it's running off the fuel pump and it's running just fine right now. I think somewhere I am getting a fuel restriction out of the tank, so I'm going to have to look into that a little bit and see what's going on. Alright, we're going to fire this back up and see if it keeps fuel in the bowl now. Set the choke. It seems like it's running way better. That vacuum leak on the transmission, I'm sure, was causing problems. Idle sounds good. I think we'll shut it off. Alright, that little bit made a big difference in the way it runs. I think now we better take it out for a drive and see how it works. See if we got any other issues, if things got better. Alright, this thing's already running 1,000 times better. I'm not going to stray too far. I've got nobody to come rescue me today, so we're just going to go around the circle here. Ooh, right now it's Armstrong steering. I have a feeling the steering gearbox is bad on it. Sorry, the windshield's a little dirty too. Whoa, brakes pull a little bit. We'll have to look at that. Let's go this way once. It shifts nice. Definitely pulls to the right. Ugh. Blinkers work, brake lights work, headlights work. The high beam on the headlights doesn't work. I'll have to look at that as well. Alright, we made it back in one piece. Looks like there's one leak up there. I'm sure it's the power steering. That thing is leaking quite a bit, so we'll take a look at the brakes first and then the steering after that. It pulls really hard to the right, so we'll figure out what's going on there and make it nicer to drive. Alright guys, today we're going to do a little junkyarding. Hopefully I can find some stuff that I need and have some fun. There's a 67 Chevy up on top of there. We'll go take a peek at that. This yard used to have quite a bit of old stuff, but obviously that's changing as time goes on. There's a few old trucks over there, like from the 60s and 70s, mainly 70s. This is a bucket seat console car. Here's a 63 Ford. Looks like it's got good wiper arms. I'm going to double check the length on them, but I think I may take those. This car's actually pretty nice.